right, good morning. It is a Saturday morning, the 21st of December. Hey, it's the solstice. Woohoo! Awesome. 15 hours of darkness and 9 hours of daylight. I am going to probably do a what I eat in a day video, or just a day of my life. I'm starting off, it's 7:30 a.m. I'm starting off with getting myself to the gym. It's 47 degrees out and it is cold, cold, cold. In the desert, 47 is freezing. So I am got a sweatshirt on here. I'm all dressed for the gym, and I'm headed out. So I'll take you along with me on the day, and let's get started.
Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in.
All right, time to make it happen. Let's do this.
Only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules. My life destroyed. A life destroyed. Until I woke awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero? It's the first time of today. To dream, believe. You are the strength, you're all I need. Oh, gonna give it a shot. Only one of me to shield you all from the enemy. You're a superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Can I be your superhero?
All right. The first thing I have to do when I get home from the gym is wash my hands, because my hands are just black from all of the barbells and all that stuff. They don't wash any of that stuff. It's just nasty. So I'm going to do that first. Then I'm going to walk outside and make sure the bird feeder's, actually the bird feeder's not filled. It's sitting on the counter. So I'm going to walk outside, fill up the bird fountain, and then fill the bird feeder up, throw that out there and get the birds situated first. Then I'm going to make myself some breakfast. So let's go do that. All right, I think I've done everything I can this morning before eating this protein shake. Like I said, you saw me go to the gym. I came home, washed my hands because the gym is filthy. Then I realized there was some dishes in the sink, so I wanted to put them away and load the dishwasher. There wasn't many dishes to put in, but I realized the hummingbirds don't have any food. I took the feeder in to wash it earlier in the week. I didn't fill it up, so I had to refill the water fountain up there because, you know, during the week it starts getting dried out. And I had to put water out for the birds, the hummingbirds, the hummingbird food. So they're all done. So it's like having children. You got to feed all of them, right? Because you got to feed your kids before you feed yourself. So Lex is sleeping. I don't have to feed him. Tim went to work, so I don't have to feed him. But the birds, they need to eat, right? And you heard them, like, they're loud. So, you know, they need their bath time. The hummingbirds need their food. Now it's about me. Now it's me time. I'm going to start off with a protein shake here, and I'll show you what I do in the morning. This is what I do every morning. So I've got my Beast blender over here. I like this because when it's done blending, it makes one, like, whatever size jar this is. Is this a quart or, I have no idea. The one 24-ounce jar of smoothie, and it fits right in here, which is great. I start every smoothie off in the morning with this organic berries and green smoothie blend from Costco. I like it because it gives me all like a bunch of carbohydrates and a bunch of fiber and a bunch of green. Well, not a bunch of greens, but like kale, right? And I like it because it's in packets. And I am all about like serving sizes, right? Like you just pop it in and there's my there's my serving size. I don't have to measure anything, get stale out or any of that nonsense. So I always start with this. So that's what I'm going to do here. And it's frozen fruit, which is nice. There you go, right there. Love it. I do have a little bit of ice here. Well, some of it's on the floor. There's not a lot of room for ice. I start stuffing this thing in, but I do like a little bit of extra ice in. So, I don't know, like 6 cubes. There you go. You know I got to pick that up. I can't move forward now, right? All right, catastrophe averted. All right, so I've got that going on here. I'm going to move this out of the way for now. I'll put this right here. And this has to go back in the freezer. I like these because they're 100 calories. Easy to remember, easy to put in a chronometer. After that, I like to put in some water. You just take it to the faucet and put water in it, but I like to use the cold bottles of water I always have in the fridge. We have the Berkey water filter, so Tim runs the water through the filter. It's a countertop filter, and we fill up bottles, these glass bottles, in the fridge, and we have like, I don't know, 20 of these. And they're always there. They're always cold water, and that's all we have in this house to drink. I like using that here because there's not a lot of ice in here, and the blender will warm everything up a little bit. So this water is like cold, right? Whatever the fridge is, 38 degrees or whatever. So this, it's much colder than the tap water. So I'm gonna put some water in here. I like to put the water in before I put the protein powder in because the protein powder will take up space and it'll stick to the sides without the water in. So that's what I'm doing there. And then after that, I'm putting in some protein powder. This is about 70 grams of protein powder right here. Let's try and get it all in here. All right, shake it all down. And then next, I've been putting kiwis in my smoothie every morning. We buy these at Costco. Are these organic? These aren't organic. Usually we do. But we didn't buy the organic this time. But I have a bunch of them and they're really cheap. So I'm just gonna cut the skin off one and pop it in my smoothie. It's already got all those other berries in it, but I don't know. Tim's not got me on this kiwi thing. There's all sorts of benefits. I'm really not good at what the benefits are on things. I just kind of, eat what he says to eat, and that's it. I'm all about the protein, and then I let Tim kind of guide me on, what I need to be eating as far as, what fruits and vegetables have all their magic mojo. All right, I just chopped this into like fourths and pop it in there. After that, I do have spinach I have to use up, so I'm going to put that in there. I'm about to put in some daily greens, which has spinach in it, so I'll be getting 2 different sources of spinach. I just want to use the spinach up before it goes bad, so I'll have spinach in from the daily greens. I want to use this up. So, and look, you can't have too much spinach, right? All right, and the final ingredient to my morning smoothie is my compliment daily greens. I don't make a smoothie in the morning without this. This has so many benefits. First of all, it's got spinach, which is nutrient rich. It's an excellent source of vitamin A, C, and K, as well as folate, and it's got iron, magnesium, and potassium in it. It's got moringa in it, which is known as the tree of life or magic tree. Moringa helps with digestion. And did you know it's used to treat anemia and sickle cell disease? I had no idea. Then you've got chlorella in there, which really helps with detoxification. Chlorella also helps control blood pressure, cholesterol, and respiratory disease. If that wasn't enough, there's barley grass, which is loaded with vitamins A and C, And broccoli sprouts. We haven't said enough about broccoli sprouts, right? That's all you hear about. Broccoli sprouts, broccoli sprouts. What's the deal with broccoli sprouts? Well, they protect your cells against inflammation and a wide variety of diseases. I love this because it's an easy to use on-the-go powder. All the ingredients are certified organic, and each batch, just like all of Complement's products, are third-party tested and developed through an absolutely transparent production process. And of course, one of my favorites, every time you order from them, they provide a plant-based meal to a child in need. Of course, the company's 100% vegan, which is why I'm doing this, and if you order over $95, you get free shipping. And if you hate the idea of ordering your supplies every month, do a subscription. And if you do that, you'll get the subscription starter kit, which comes with this really nice shaker. You can shake your protein mix in it. It's got this metal ball. It's like metal. It's really nice. It's weighted, and it's absolutely amazing. I took this with me on my trip to Japan, and it was invaluable. I've teamed up with Complement to provide you 15% off your next order by clicking on the link in the description below and using my code plant-based ads at checkout. So we can work together to protect our health and protect the environment. Stop supplementing your meals and start complementing. I'm glad that I did. All right, let's top this off with a little bit more water and we will be ready to blend. All right, you're not supposed to fill past a certain line, but that's just a suggestion. All right, there you go. All right, let's blend this up. I am starving and I'm so ready to eat this or drink this or whatever you want to say. Ugh. Time to blend, baby. All right, let's get this thing in the jar so I can have breakfast. There's stuff everywhere. I'm going to save you the embarrassment of watching me dust bust this thing. I'll do that later on. Put this on way too tight. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh yeah, the texture looks amazing. Okay, a piece of spinach did not get blended there. It must have been at the top. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh yeah. Yeah, baby. Look at that. Yum, 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 yum. All right. All right. That's what I love about this. It makes exactly one whole jar of whatever this is. And another thing I like to do, I mean, I'm at home, so I don't really need to do this, but like if I'm taking this to work or whatever, I've got these little ball caps here, these plastic caps, they're hard plastic, and they come with a straw. And they've got like this little liner inside, so it's leak proof, and you just pop the straw in, and the straw has a little like bevel, right? So like a flange, so the straw can't come out, and you just pop it on here, all right? And here I have my smoothie with a straw. And now I can take this in the car with me. I can take it wherever. I don't have to worry about like it spilling over or coming out or the straw falling out into the the seat or whatever. I'm ready to go. All right, the gym happened. The birds got fed. This is my first meal of the day. This meal here, just the way it is, 414 calories, 45 grams of protein. That's good macros right there. 60 grams of carbohydrates already. That's fantastic. And 5 grams of fat. So all in all, a pretty sweet breakfast. All right. See you at the next meal or whatever else we're doing today. We'll see what happens. I'm by myself right now. Tim should be home in the afternoon, but at the hospital, you just don't know. All right, it's time for lunch. So earlier in the week, it's the last week of work because, I'm a teacher and this was our last week of school. We had a few parties, and one of them was the department party. There's 8 people in my STEM department where we teach STEM education. And Pam, our leader, has us over to her house every year, just the 8 of us, and we just have our department Christmas party, and it's amazing. Everybody brings something. These are the people who know I'm vegan, so there's vegan soup. They make their stuff vegan. There's vegan treats. Whereas when we have the school luncheon for all the teachers, those people don't know who I am, and there's nothing for me to eat there. So I don't go to that Christmas party or holiday party. I go to just the one from my department because we all know each other very well. Anyway, one of the things I made, what I contributed was the TVP taco filling. It's it's like ground beef taco mix, but instead of the ground beef, it's TVP. I have a recipe for that right here. There's a video for that right here. And it is on our website, www.plantbasedads.net. So I'm just going to use that up. It was really cool because Pam, her contribution was she made little taco shells or taco bowls inside a little muffin pan. So she put little, I guess, mini tortillas in them or whatever, or phyllo dough, and she made those. And there was also traditional, like, taco burrito shells and all that. So she made a taco bar, and she was like, I'm gonna have black beans, but if you want to bring something else. And I was like, this is a perfect situation to bring the TVP taco mix and introduce everyone to it. Everyone had it, loved it. They were like, I can't believe this isn't ground beef. And I'm like, it's not. It's, textured vegetable protein. So they all loved it, but I took back what we didn't use, right? Because it makes a lot of it. So this is about 250 grams. On the website is the recipe, and it's 1/4. The recipe makes 4 servings. This is one of the servings. This is a quarter of the whole recipe. And I'm going to put it on 2 of these extreme wellness high fiber tortilla shells. They're only 60 calories each, and they have some protein in it. They have 4 grams of protein, which is really nice. So there's a lot of filling for this. So I kind of have to get it all in there because that's all my protein. So I'm just going to split it between the 2 of these, and that means it's going to be hard to wrap because there's a lot of filling, but that's okay. I don't care if they don't, if they just look like tacos, that's fine with me. It doesn't matter to me. But I am going to try and wrap them up like burritos, but it may not be pretty. And because I want this to be more than just protein, I'm also going to put in some of these Trader Joe's frozen peppers, the 3 different peppers frozen, and onions. It's their fajita mix. So I'm just going to put that on here also. So I don't really want you to see just the back of the pan, but that's what's going to happen here. There you go. So this will give me some veggies here, some vitamins and minerals on top of all this, which will be perfect. And you can see what that looks like right there. So that's ready to, to roll up and start eating for lunch here. Now, if you aren't really worried about calories, because this whole thing, right, just the way it is, I have it in my chronometer for today, is 397 calories, which for 2 burritos for lunch is pretty good with 38 grams of protein. Like, that's fantastic. 77 carbs and 4 grams of fat. So if you weren't watching your calories, if you weren't trying to stay under a certain amount a day, then you can take our Instapot soy yogurt that we make, the Greek style. It is so thick because we let it drain for 2 days. You can use that right on top of here like it's sour cream, right? Because it's basically the same thing. So Tim likes to pour that on top of this. I'm not going to do that because I'm staying within calories, but really, you do you, right? You pour on some sour cream there, some, the yogurt-based sour cream. You put on some vegan shredded cheese, whatever you want. I wish I had cilantro. I would have poured that on. Pam was nice enough to have cilantro at her place. So you do all that, or guacamole. Because of calories, I'm trying to stay under a certain amount of calories every day. I'm just not going to do that. So I do want to talk about how, at some point, short people have a much tougher time with calories because we just have less muscle on us and our BMRs are much lower. So that is a fact that I did not know about, and I just learned the reason I struggle is because I'm shorter. So I'm going to do a whole video on that. So I watched some guy on YouTube and I was like, holy smoke, he's telling my whole story. Anyway, I'm way off the subject here. I have to somehow get this wrapped up to form two closed up burritos. So let's give that a shot here. I absolutely suck at wrapping burritos. So there you go. And let's hope for the best. But I'm going to eat it whatever happens because this is my lunch. All right. There you go. There's one of them. It ain't pretty, but there it is. And let's try and get the other one. The problem is that these burritos, this mix makes way too much for these burrito shells. But I mean, that's what the recipe makes. I'm not like going to have smaller shells. And this one broke open a little bit, and that's okay. But here we go. 2 beautiful burritos with my TVP taco filling. It's a great deal for calories and macros. And I'm going to dig into this. I'm going to grab a little bit of water too, and I'm going to have a cold bottle of water to go with that. And I'm ready to go. Before I can eat this, I got to do some food photography for the thumbnail, and then I'm all over this. We'll see you at the next meal. All right, it's time for dinner. And,
I'm home.
And guess who's joined me? I've got 3 guests. Of course, my husband is here, Tim. And over here, we've got Little Red, and Leroy's back. Little Red is wearing his little kind of, I guess it's a Southwest, right?
Yeah, it almost looks like a Pendleton pattern of Southwest. Yeah,
he's got his little scarf out and a little hat because it is cold in Phoenix right now.
But I chose this outfit to show like Little Red could be more than just for Christmas because of all the different themes. Like if someone's in the hospital, him coming in with a certain outfit or the same appendage could be spirit uplifting. But
it's true. You could wear the outfit year long. Little Red's outfits are furnished by the Red Elf Shop on Etsy. Give them a check out. There's a link below in the description. You can check them out and tell Juliana we said hi. Also, Little Red.
Good job.
She does. Little Red's best friend over there, Leroy's back. Leroy, what do you think? Oh, what a kidder. All right, so Tim, someone commented recently on a video. What did they ask us?
They asked us, could we do more recipes with soy curls?
And I was like, there's that bag in the pallet that's been there for like, I don't know, 3 months. Should we do something?
Yeah, since we've been working at the Seitan.
You said it right,
Seitan. I don't Anyway, we're like, let's resurrect that. So we have a bag. I think it shows here. This is the only one I could get that was organic, I think.
We're using, soy jock, chicken wing shaped soy. They're soy curls.
Soy jock.
Soy jock. You know. These are natural and organic. We got these on Amazon, right? Yeah, but I mean, you can use whatever soy curls you want. That's what we're going to use. And here's the deal with these, all right? They're just like dried out like soy, pieces of soy. They're loaded with protein.
Like it's dried. You hear the snap, right?
And you have to rehydrate it. So what we've done is we've taken the amount we're going to use right here, and we've just dumped it in 2 cups of veggie broth. And we've let it sit there. It's been sitting here for about, 15 minutes. You want to let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes, all right? And then we're going to let this do that thing, and that's like our chicken for the recipe. And then we're just going to saute it up with
protein.
Yeah, that's our protein. We're going to saute it up with some onions and garlic and spices, and we're just going to throw that all together, and then we'll have cooked soy curls, right? And that'll be our protein, and we're just going to throw it on top of the salad because I feel like we need some greens today, right?
Yeah, it's the end of the day. This is what I'm hungry for as well.
Yeah. All right, so let's get started with that. So let's get our skillet on here. Let's turn this on, and let's do a little low medium heat, right? And
Sounds good.
We'll get this up to temperature. All right, ready to throw in the onions?
Okay, let's throw in the onions.
It's supposed to be half an onion. That's like 6 onions. Just throw it all in. Go big or go home.
Why waste? All right, we're gonna saute some onions, so we don't burn the garlic. We're gonna hold off on the garlic here a little bit.
We'll start with the onions first, and we'll kind of get those a little translucent. You can see here the onions looking pretty good. They just threw them in there. They're still raw, and they need a little bit of time. Then we're throwing in some water. We're gonna attempt to water saute like we always have. Again, we're not really oil-free anymore, but oil just loaded with calories, so
realistically,
we're still over it.
Knowing that it can be done,
Yeah.
just do it.
Yeah. And I don't remember if we said this, but I know we said we're rehydrating the curls.
Yes.
But it is in vegetable stock. So what we did was it's 2 cups of vegetable stock. It's 2 teaspoons of Better Than Bouillon.
Yep.
Right, mixed with two cups of water. That's how you do the Better Than Bouillon. And we're just gonna let it soak up as much as possible. I like to squeeze them and then let them unsqueeze because they're like sponges and they'll just soak up all this broth. So
I mean, you can even use your hand if the water's not too hot.
Yeah,
be careful.
We use really hot steaming water for this, so it's probably gonna be too hot. All right, I think we're at the point where we can throw in the garlic. Let's do that. You can see the onions have gotten a little translucent. So grab the garlic in there and we'll just kind of start moving that around a little bit. It's looking good. And we are using the Dastrong 12-inch Avalon Series skillet here. I love this because it's really deep, right? And it's just wide. So it's perfect for, if you always underestimate like I do and how big the pan should be and stuff just flying out the sides. Yeah. We love this pan.
Yeah.
There's a link in the description below where you can get your own Dastrong products. We stand behind them. We absolutely love them.
Yeah, because there's 5-ply, it works on this induction.
Yeah, it's 5-ply copper core. It's amazing. Now, I did drain the water out of the soy curls when they're ready to go in here, so it's just the soy curls. There's no water in here.
Yeah, you saw last time I broke it when I bent it, but this is so much more.
Yeah,
got the texture of you know, an edible protein now. So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to.
Good way to put that.
I don't want to compare it to chicken, but I mean that's what it looks like. So.
All right, Joey, I like where this is at. I think we can add the soy curls and start
spices.
browning it up.
All right.
Spices.
So we're going to take the soy curls and just kind of pop them in here. And this whole recipe will be on the website, plantbasedfads.net. So we'll give you everything there, and we will give you the macros when this is all done too. All right.
Some salt.
Yep, let's throw some salt and pepper in there. I'll move this around. Why don't you throw in the spices? So we're going to throw in a dash of salt, which you already did, and a dash of pepper. You can't have too much pepper for me. I absolutely love pepper. I think that's good right there. And then I figured out a half a teaspoon of each one of these spices. Are you just going to measure?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So I'm not even measuring? What?
Paprika. And then cayenne pepper. Just a little bit. You know, this is really good for the body.
Yeah, anything spicy is.
Coming on the cumin.
You guys know, you know, like I can't do like free-handed pour. It's got to all be measured, but
Let's do one more little.
more salt. All right.
Yeah.
So we're missing one of the spice, right? Did you got the paprika in?
Yep.
Okay, all three of those spices are in.
I did a sweet paprika instead of the smoked.
All right, so we're just gonna let this all cook down here. All right, so Chimp's just gonna keep moving this around and just let us cook down a little bit until it's all heated away all the way through, and then it'll be ready to plate up. We'll just throw our salad together and go to town with it.
So this is looking really good. I'm seeing a little bit of browning on the garlic.
Yep.
The onions have really softened up now. So the timing on this was perfect.
All right, I'd say we're kind of there. You think?
I think we're there.
All right, shut the power off, and that'll kind of end the process for this. We'll just put this aside, and we'll start making our salad, right?
Yeah. I think if it's too dry when you're making this, add a little bit of water just to create almost that sauce. It's gonna evaporate.
Yeah.
So
And you do want it all cooked down.
Yeah.
All right, why don't we take a trip over to the fridge and pull some stuff out for the salad?
yes.
All right, so Tim's gonna come over to our in-fridge salad bar. Woohoo! All right, Tim, so we're gonna be picking up here like 50 grams, 20 grams of lettuce. So that's kind of like most of that bowl because lettuce weighs almost nothing. So Tim's just taking like the romaine that we have cleaned and ready to go. And then we're gonna put in 50 grams of red onions. So let's come over here and grab like a handful of that. And that's good right there. And then you've got a few tomatoes. All right, and then about 50 grams of, okay, maybe a few more tomatoes. And about 50 grams of sliced carrots over here. Let's grab some of that.
Perfect.
Yep. And they're ready to go. And you can see everything's like cut up and ready to go for salads, right? Like, that's it. All right. And then, oh, we don't have our dressing.
Do you want a little cucumber?
You can throw a cucumber there. I hate cucumber, but if you want to throw it in, you can. It's up to you. Oh, or you can just eat it. All right. And then up here, we have our yogurts that are ready to go. We have our dressing. So one of those dressings back here should say maple mustard. It's not that one.
Mustard.
That's it. All right,
All
let's
right.
grab that. So that's our maple mustard dressing. You can show everyone here kind of, right, you can't, the angle's bad. Yeah, so we made this in another video, and it's ready to go.
Yep.
All right, Tim, so we have our bowl of salad fixings
Yes.
right here. We're putting this all together, showing you one serving of this, but actually we're going to make two, and we'll each have one. But it just seemed like a lot of work to make them both right now. So what we're putting here, we've got the carrots, we've got the red onion, we've got the romaine, and we've got the maple mustard dressing ready to go right here. Here's what else we're putting in. We're going to throw in some walnuts. We want about a tablespoon of chopped walnuts. So we've got just the Kirkland walnuts here. And the only ingredient here is walnuts. There's no oil. You got to be careful with Costco. Some of their stuff is just coated with oil, right? So
I think it's anywhere.
yeah.
You got to just read the label for
So
sure.
tablespoon, you can just grab a tablespoon of work. I'm just going to chop them up here with my
Yep.
hand. Like you don't really need to. I mean, they're walnuts. They will come apart pretty simple. So just going to pop those in there.
So I remember years ago, Dr. Greger was in an interview and they asked if there's one nut I could eat, what is the best one? You know, is it the Brazil nut? Is it the pistachio? Pistachios are delicious, right? And
Yeah.
there's cashews, we get that. So we get all those things, but he really did say probably the most benefit comes from having a walnut.
Yeah, walnut.
And that's why we've chosen this.
Absolutely.
So,
Then we're going to throw in this organic hemp hearts from Costco. 15 grams, about 1.5 tablespoons. So I'm just going to sprinkle that in there. That's 1.5. And there you go. You can throw it on top of the dressing if you want, so it looks prettier, but that's what we've got. Yeah. All right, let's get rid of that. All right, so we've got the hemp parts in here. We've got the walnuts, the romaine. All right, so what do you want to do? Mix the dressing first?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to mix the dressing in next. Now, there's, I think, 4 servings of dressing in this, so we want about a quarter of this.
Okay.
And there's a video right here that explains how to make all these dressings. It's our yogurt-based dressings. Oh, it smells really good.
Oh,
It
yeah.
smells just like the honey mustard, even though there's no honey in it. And it's yogurt-based, which is interesting. This makes 4 servings. I think it's either 4 or 3. I'm going to be a little conservative with it. Yeah. All right, so that's on there. Do you want to mix this up first? And then we'll throw on
toss
the...
it up.
All right.
We have some, like, wood salad forks, don't we?
We should do that stuff. It's just that there's no overhead camera, so I needed something clear. Otherwise, I would never use a clear bowl for this. Yeah.
All right.
We've got beautiful big wooden salad bowls with big knives and forks. But of course, we never use those, and I don't know why. So, all right. So this is all ready to go. We're just going to dump the soy curls right on top here. All right. There we go. All right, Tim, why don't you give it a little mix up there and take a little piece of it and see what you think.
I want to get plenty of onion.
So enough dressing and all that?
So the dressing comes across a little strong when you first try it on its own. But then mixed in, it's balanced. It's nice. Right. And I love a salad that's cold.
With hot stuff on it.
With a warm protein, right?
The local restaurant in Oregon does it. The cold salad, the Pablo Picasso, and now it's just called the Pablo. And then they throw the hot beans on it, right? Yep. And the sauteed onions, right? Which is really good. Yeah, let me take a little piece of this. And let's see what this is all about. So I have to get the soy curls on and the onions. There's like not enough room on the fork. And the carrot. All right, let's give this a shot. Oh, yeah.
Have I won you over? Yeah, baby.
Really good.
Yeah.
Wow. It's good salad. This is really well done. I absolutely love this. I think it's an amazing recipe. It's a great option for salad. Leroy, what do you think? All right, let's go over the macros. So we'll do the macros first for the soy curls themselves. When we were cooking the soy curls, before we added to the salad, we threw in the wing shapes, soy jock stuff, all the spices, the onions and all that. That whole thing, and we used, the package says 23 grams of dry soy curls.
Okay.
And we used 2.5 times that. So we wound up using whatever 23 times 2.5 is, right? So that's what we use for that, and the whole recipe will be online. But that came out to 260 calories just for the soy.
Our protein,
right?
Okay.
And that was 28.9, so 29 grams of protein.
Okay.
All right. Adding that to the salad with the lettuce and all that, the salad itself with the soy curls and everything, and the
nuts and seeds, the dressing.
Yes, with the nuts, the seeds, the dressing, all of that comes out to 527 calories.
Okay.
Right. And 41 grams of protein.
Nice.
With 56 grams of carbs and 21 grams of fat. So, you know, that may seem like a lot, but really what we've eaten throughout the day has been pretty much on track. And for the whole day, that puts us at, or puts me at, 1,338 calories and 123.4 grams of protein. I'm just trying to get to 120 today, so that worked out really well.
Okay.
192.8 carbs, so almost 200 carbohydrates, all mostly from whole foods, right? Like
Absolutely.
everything I ate was all
so you got some great fiber going on.
And then 30 grams of fat, which was pretty good. And that's mostly from like the yogurt, right? And that sort of thing. So, you know, all in all, a really good day of eating. Now, you know, if you want more than 1,338 calories, you can totally have a protein bar. You can throw some other stuff on top of this. And like I said, on, you know, some of the other things I ate today, you could have thrown
the burrito, for example,
yogurt sauce and that. Like this, you can add more calories.
Yep.
But if you're trying to stay under 1,400, this was good. And I'll just be honest with you, like those 2 burritos I ate for lunch, like I was not even hungry for dinner tonight. So I don't even know if I'll finish this. But, you know, those burritos were very filling.
Yeah, they were really great on the tacos the other day as well.
Yeah,
so
it was good. All right, so a whole day of food and
great flavors.
You got to see me work out, all that stuff. And I fed the birds, a lot of housework. Now it's time to clean up. So that's our video for today. Hit that like button, show us some love. Click on the subscribe button, click on that bell. You'll get notified every time we have a new video, usually every Tuesday. And leave a comment below. Do you like soy curls? I like them when we make them. I always forget about them because seitan is so rich in protein and low in calories. Nothing else compares to it. So in my mind, I'm kind of like, okay, I'm done with everything. I'm married to Satan.
Yeah,
Right?
but-
That's it.
Yeah, but tastes different. The spices we used in Overwhelm, it's good.
This is good because if you have a wheat allergy, seitan's not going to work for you.
Gotcha.
And or as long as you have a soy allergy, this is the perfect option if you're gluten free.
Okay.
Right. All right.
Nice.
We'll see you next time.
Take care.
Bye bye.